Hello everyone, my name's Nathan. Welcome to Project Discovery presented by Collective Shift. This is our weekly recap of the crypto and NFT projects our research team found last week, and we're going to recap them today and look at the best ones. We typically do this video 5 days a week for our pro members on the day that we find the projects, and then we recap this one for you for last week. All of our links to the projects are in the description below. Let's get right into it. First up today is Know Your Horses, analyzing the bloodlines and race performance for your favorite Z-run horses. So we have an analytics and pretty much database for the Z-run horse industry, which is amazing, or excuse me, collection in game. We've got information about head-to-head statistic, race statistic, horse metrics, and performance statistics. Just amazing amounts of details for one single NFT collection. So these guys are, Know Your Horse is the go-to place, it seems like, for Z-run information about both performance and history, and then also your horses as well. So I expect this kind of stuff to happen with a lot of NFT collections, where this is a deep dive into one NFT collection, where people are dedicating a lot of their time and energy to one single NFT collection, and they're the experts. I expect that to happen with every big NFT collection out there. So really, really cool to see Know Your Horses going into that level of detail. Next up today is OneUp Platform. This is pre-launch, I believe, an NFT-powered 2D gaming platform that decentralizes battle royale tournaments for the average gamer, allowing us to earn, so a play-to-earn platform. Now, the mock-ups look amazing. It looks like a little Mario adventure game, or excuse me, a Nintendo Mario game, but it looks like it's a battle royale style where people are multiplayer and everyone's using it together and fighting. Looks really, really fun. So I hope the mock-ups and the sneak peeks are true. We can actually go to their website as well, where they're already selling their token. They're selling their token on CoinSwap, or excuse me, their token is already on CoinGecko. Looks like it's on Dex Tools as well. Backed by Phoenix and Node Seeds. Let's check out the token and see how the OneUp token's doing. Oh, good. We're doing all right. Up 11% today. It is the 1-up UP token, so the OneUp token. We've got a market cap about 7 million. We've got about 60 million in total supply. So it'll take $1 to get up to about 60 million. Now, how's our trading performance doing? We've been trading since early October. Excuse me. We've been trading for a long time. We've been trading since July. Good for them. And they've been building this whole time very, very flat until recently. It looks like everyone found them in late October, or excuse me, mid to late October. We flew from 3 cents all the way up to 23 cents. Now we're now we've dropped back down. We're finding an equilibrium price before we potentially reach all-time high price discovery land again. So we're at 11 cents for the OneUp token there and their pre-launch 2D gaming battle royale platform. Here's OtterClam. People are excited about OtterClam. Last week and the week before, we've had a lot of OHM, Olympus DAO forks, and copy-paste come out. So a lot of decentralized reserve currencies coming out, and that's pretty much the phrase, decentralized reserve currency. In this case, OtterClam wants to be a decentralized reserve meme coin, which kind of bullish. People seem to like OtterCoin. I think they're doing their IDO today. When 3.3 becomes Otter. So the IDO is happening today on November 1st at 0000 hours UTC time. Let me join the IDO and see what happens. Cool. We could connect our wallet right now. It looks like it just started. So the countdown, oh wow, so the IDO actually only goes for 7 hours, or it starts in 7 hours, one of the two. We could connect our wallet, we could coin, we could join, and we could claim our CLAM tokens by, I believe, depositing assets. Cool, so it's on Polygon. We have Otter Finance and their decentralized reserve meme coin. And they're conducting their IDO today. Now really quickly, if I go to GitHub. Okay, good, we got a public repository, it seems. Interesting. Moving on, we got Carbon-DAO. Another theme that's becoming popular in crypto DeFi is called regenerative finance, or ReFi, R-E-F-I. And the way that crypto and renewable energies and regenerative finance kind of come together is through carbon credits and carbon offsets. So There's already organizations like ClimaDAO and the Toucan protocol who are tokenizing carbon credits, putting them online, and then carbon credits, ClimaDAO is backed by carbon credits. So we've got other organizations that are doing similar things. It seems like tokenizing of carbon credits is going to be a big deal as the carbon credits market increases between now and 2050, when I think the world wants to become renewable energy reliant over the coming decades, and everyone has different targets, and 2030, 2040, 2050. So I digress on all of that. Coming back to Carbon-DAO, this is building on-chain carbon offsets, tokenized pool of non-fungible security tokens for verified off-chain VCUs held by DAO-approved custodians. And I thought they had a website, but I don't think they do. So it looks like we're encoding our NFTs with sustainability, which through carbon credits. And I thought we had a website, but it doesn't look like we do yet. So we'll have to just keep track of them on Twitter. They're creating their carbon pool, which is very, very cool. Moving on to Koop, K-O-O-P. This is an organization and a platform to collectively purchase, invest, and build alongside your friends. Seems like we'd be able to come in here. We could join their Discord, but that's about it. Well, let's have a look at the Medium article. It seems like we'll be able to invest together in a quote-unquote Koop, which is borderless. They're permissionless, moving away from token voting. Awesome. So they want to have, how does governance work? Delegated democracy, submitting of proposal, tiered contributors, depending on, looks like how much you participate. Great, so they want to have no-code solutions for spinning up a lightweight DAO for our Koop. And we could do that right now. We'd have to join their Discord if we wanted to start our own little Koop. Very, very cool. So definitely a place to work together with like-minded individuals to invest together and, fulfill your goals together as a group with Koop. Moving on to, this is I can't pronounce that name. IAIN. This is a Twitter user, and they created ether.actor, which is a really cool little website, a super simple Ethereum to HTTP bridge for fetching contract information. So rather than going to Ethereum, going to write contract or read contract in this case, and having to go down and put in information, we can come here and do it here. So it looks like we could use these different functions that would return different things. So the 0x contract would return the ABI of a given contract that we gave them. We could also get other things as well. So I really thought this was a very, very cool, simple tool for getting, for reading contract info straight from the Ethereum contracts. Here's AvaxRarity. We've seen NFTs blow up on multiple blockchains now, non-Ethereum blockchains. Mostly we've seen them on Solana and Avalanche. And actually, well, Tezos is going pretty good too. I hear great things about Tezos. Well, for Avalanche, we have AvaxRarity now. We've got analytics. Wherever you see dexes and marketplaces pop up, analytics websites are close at hand to follow. So I was pumped to find AvaxRarity because now we can have some rarity statistics for our main Avalanche NFT collections. So one of the earliest ones was AvaxApes. And we can come in here, and if we can have a look at the rarity of the AvaxApes. And I want you to remember number 5, this little angel guy. Because this little angel guy is getting fractionalized by an organization later in the call. I think it's called Angel DAO. So, yeah, I guess that's my point there. So AvaxRarity looks really good. It's a very, very clean little website here for NFT collections, rarity, and analytics for NFT collections on Avalanche. Here's Hapi. This is an organization creating on-chain wills. We might have to pass on, but your tokens and NFTs don't have to. And I think they have a website here. It is beautiful. Hapi.finance, H-A-P-I. There we go. So we just have a landing page at the moment because we're a little early, but we can sign up for early access by putting in your email there. I already did that. I want to participate. But at the end of the day, we can make sure our loved ones are taken care of with an on-chain will. And I think if everybody's being serious with themselves, well, my guess is that a good majority of crypto doesn't have their beneficiary of their crypto assets structure in place. So that, if something were to happen to you, could your family and friends access your cryptos? And hopefully Hapi is an organization that's going to help make that very, very easy for us in a secure fashion. So very cool concepts all over it. Here we've got Hawk Protocol. We've seen millions of dollars flow into NFTs, and now that money is honestly sitting idle. So instead of a very, very rich whale putting $1 million into a savings account and earning, 2% yield, 5% yield, 10% yield maybe, they're buying an NFT that's yielding $0. So in my humble opinion, and what I've seen in the NFT space is decentralized marketplaces are going to exist for us to stake our NFTs, rare ones, collateralize them, and then borrow against them. It just seems like it's inevitable because there's too much money locked up in these assets that aren't earning yield when those whales, other assets of those whales are earning yield, and they're thinking to themselves, well, that's a pretty expensive asset that I should be earning some yield on. So here we have Hawk Protocol. This is on Solana, and we're going to be able to borrow SOL or SOL token against your NFTs at low interest rates. Awesome. I would love to do that. So I think we're pretty early. We have a demo. We have a roadmap. We have docs. Let me actually go and see if the demo is open. Love a good demo. Ah, cool. So we've got a walkthrough demo by, I think, the founder. Cool. We've got a nice little... oh, there we go. There's our mock-up. Cool. So there's our mock-up. We would be dropping in one of these different NFTs, connecting our Phantom wallet, collateralizing it, and borrowing those Solana tokens. Cool. And then here is their documentation. Decentralized borrowing and lending protocol on Solana, which allows you to use your NFTs as collateral. Very, very cool. Wow, you can borrow up to 80% of the floor price of your NFTs in SOL. That's a lot. Good for them. Wow, so if you have a $100,000 NFT, you can borrow 80 grand and only have, I guess that's okay. And then for liquidity providers, on the other side, depositing SOL allows them to gain LSOL, which is the pool token representing shares in the NFTs held by the pool. Cool. So if I put in my $100,000 NFT, I borrow $80,000 in SOL. Well, those liquidity providers, the LSOL holders, would essentially own the rights to my NFT until I paid back that loan. Cool. And that's Hawk Protocol. Sounds fun, sounds interesting. So we've got lending and borrowing on Solana. Here's a fun NFT project that was found last week that is very collaborative. The world's first collaborative NFT novel, written by the collective minds of Ghostwriters NFTs. Who are the Ghostwriters NFTs? Here they are. They're 5,000 unique NFTs for future novelists. So you hold the NFTs, and it gives you permission to write, edit, publish the first NFT-based novel. So if we go to the website on Ghostwriters Guild, decentralized organization of authors from around the world collectively writing, editing, publishing novels under a shared copyright. They're coming November 11th, very soon. And why is it important? Well, what's the plan real quickly? Distribute 5,000. Now you're a member of the guild. You have access to the guild's private Discord channels and NFT holder. We choose the first sentence of the novel through a community vote. We add sentences by sentences through a further vote. We finish the novel. So it really is that collaborative. It looks like people are going to be voting on sentence by sentence, which could be fun if you're a writer or into literature or have literary skills. Then this could be very, very cool. Minting is free on the 11th. Writing is fun. There's going to be an airdrop of Ghostwriter PFP collection. That's cool. So your NFT, your 5,000, it's not only going to get you access to your pen name, which is right down here. Everyone's going to get their own little pen name. You also are going to get a future PFP in the future that they say, which is kind of nice. And you get 100. And if you're a holder, you have 100% of the ebook revenue shared among Ghostwriters. So now we have a book that exists forever. They didn't say anything about putting the book on chain, which I hope they do. But regardless, you'll get sales from the ebook revenue among all the Ghostwriters. So this thing will live on in perpetuity. Very cool. I like it. Very interesting. Now, it probably takes a little bit of participation as well. So if you're someone who's out there and doesn't have time to participate in all the investments that you're in, probably not the best one. But for someone that only has a few investments and wants to dig deep into one specific collection, this would be a great one if you're into writing. So the Ghostwriters Guild are writing the first collaborative NFT novel called Novel NFT, and maybe they'll give a title to that book as well. Sweet. Next up is Convex Labs, but Convex Labs is building something else. Convex Labs is building, there's their website, they're building Honest NFT, who are on a mission to make NFT drops fair and equitable for everyone. Someone in our community was very bullish about them. They went through all the documentations, and they're kind of answering all the questions that were, solving all the problems that NFT users want done, besides high gas fees on Ethereum, because, that's tough. But they're collecting more and more information about vulnerabilities and unfair advantages within NFT drops that have come to light. People getting metadata too early. They've been collecting this info for months and are now sharing info, code, and best practices. They want you to join them for vigilantes, for creators, for collectors. They're working on their first NFT drop. They'd love to help make sure an NFT drop for creators who wanted to participate is fair and equitable. And then I think they have thought they had a Medium article too, where it went into. Oh, there it is. We've got a bounty. Cool. So Convex Labs with Honest NFT, as part of their mission to get fair and equitable NFT drops, they're doing a bounty program. They want cryptocurrency analysts to developers to start using our Honest NFT shenanigans scanning tool. Classic name. The shenanigans scanning tool. Very, very cool. So got a bug bounty program. They've got their own Gnosis multi-sig safe. Have a look at that later. And then it's still just terminal based at the moment, but it looks like we'd be able to pull the data and analyze the rarity and the metadata through their tool. So enough about that, but someone to keep an eye on is Honest NFT and what they're doing around changing the rules and changing the game for fair and equitable NFT drops. That's the last time I'll say that phrase. Next up, we got an NFT collection called Etholvants. Etholvants are 100% on-chain generated deflationary and evolving creatures living on the Ethereum blockchain. Stake or combine them to solve. So we can come in here. All they really are these pixelated images down here. And when they minted, we minted 10,000 of them last week. And there was 24. Everybody that minted got 24 of them. Now what happens to them? Because they do evolve. They're on-chain forever. If you stake the Etholvant in the contract, it will grow by 2 cells every 4 hours. So looks like it's growing by 12 cells every day. And if you stake one with 24 cells, after 1 day it will receive 36 cells. So after 1 day it will receive 36 cells. If you combine multiple Etholvants, they will be burnt and a new one will be created. It's the number of cells will be equal to the number of cells of the burnt ones. So if you combine 2 with 24 cells and 40 cells, you'll get one with 64 cells. So very cool. It looks like these things can grow from 24 all the way up to 10,000 cells down here at the bottom. So kind of cool. I like it. Let's go check OpenSea. So floor price is pretty low. What you'd have to do with these ones is come down here and check number of cells. All the ones that have 24, which is most of them, 9,700 over the 10,000, those are the minted ones. And what's our largest? Ooh, 672. Ooh, 976. There we go. Looks like our largest guy at the moment is 976 cells, who's growing day by day. Moving on to Epsilon. Epsilon is done by Equilibrium DeFi, who's the first interoperable DeFi conglomerate on Polkadot. So we're talking about Polkadot ecosystem here. They've built a Curve AMM, so Curve Finance from Ethereum, who does stablecoin swapping, and a stablecoin AMM, which is an automated market maker, on Polkadot. So Equilibrium is building Epsilon, which is a Curve AMM fork on Polkadot and on Kusama. They're live, on Genshiro, which is Equilibrium's DeFi one-stop shop on Kusama. Interesting. Okay, so we've got Equilibrium on Polkadot, we've got Genshiro on Kusama, we've got Epsilon on both of them. Polkadot is and Kusama are wild sometimes. So here we go. It's a really, really cool, good-looking interface. We'd be able to connect our wallet, which would actually, at the moment, take me to a Polkadot.js wallet login, but I'm not going to do this. It's a very, very bad user experience. But as we can see here, looks like we can choose a pool. They've only got one pool at the moment: USDT, USDC, BUSD, and then their stablecoin EQD. So that's a stablecoin pool with all $1 tokens in there. And we'd be able to swap between the tokens if we wanted to. So similar to Curve Finance, where you have very, very cheap stablecoin swapping. We could do this on Kusama or Polkadot. Then we could also deposit liquidity as well. If we want to deposit some stablecoins into the protocol, we could do that. Cool. Very, very clean application there. So wanted to show them. I'm pretty bullish on all Curve forks and a lot of Aave forks as well, if we have a trusted team and they're performing honest work. Well, I was going to talk about Kennel DAO, but I won't, because Kennel DAO looks like they're rugged. Moving on to Pantless DAO. Here's a DAO that is fractionalizing rare NFTs. So we can go to Pantless DAO. We can come down here. The purpose of Pantless DAO is to offer fractionalized ownership of creatures, which is the creature NFTs, strengthen the creature world community through philanthropic programs, and also destroy pants. I guess they got a thing against pants. So we've got treasury membership, history, vibes, vault. Ooh, let's check the vault. I think they've got a bunch of creatures in their vault. I think they've got like 24 creatures. Here they all are. Oh, that's cool. It's a little Airtable. Yeah, so it looks like we've got a little over 20 different creatures in their vault. So if you were to own treasury and be part of the membership, let's see. Looks like they started on October 11th. They received about 150 ETH, in deposits. Then how would we participate today? So DAO tokens come in two flavors: founders tokens and members tokens. Members tokens can be mintable by anyone and have an initial supply of 2,000. So not that many out there. Awesome. Here's the vault on OpenSea with all the creatures in it. I wonder how we can get the tokens. This was on October 29th. Seed the treasury, buy the dip with your friends at Pantless DAO. As little as 0.1 ETH gets you in. Okay, so looks like we can get in right now. If we probably join their Discord, talk to them, it looks like it's about 0.1 as your minimum investment amount. Ooh, they're burning pants. I love it. Cool. It looks like they also has a storied history. Awesome. Kind of bullish on Pantless DAO. Another organization that's fractionalizing rare NFTs. In this case, it's a vault full of creature NFTs. Next up, we got Cloud Angel DAO. We talked about this one earlier, mentioned it earlier when we were talking about AvaxRarity. And we've got this Cloud Angel NFT. It's the 5th rarest Avalanche ape in existence. And they've fractionalized it into 2,000 Angel tokens. So let's say that thing has a $100,000 value and it's actually kind of valuable. You're looking at about a $50 value per DAO token at the moment. So probably about right. So I assume this is one of these organizations that will also get other rare NFTs into the vault to make sure those Angel tokens increase in value. So here it is, and also not only are we looking at Cloud Angel DAO, who's fractionalizing this ape. Also wanted to just quickly mention EverestDAO. They built a really, really nice platform here that helps us look at various things on the Avalanche ecosystem. Anywhere from a dashboard for total value locked to staking. I think this might be all related to the Everest DAO, but it's a clean application nonetheless. Farming as well for two-sided liquidity pools and also for one-sided EVRT liquidity pool, which is paying a decent APY, about 171%. So just wanted to quickly mention them. We were talking about Cloud Angel DAO, but also wanted to quickly mention Everest DAO because they built a clean little platform there. Moving on to Hatch Labs. Hatch Labs is a Solana NFT launchpad, and it's done by ThugDAO. ThugDAO is a DAO for Thug Birds, which is a kind of a vibey NFT collection. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of launchpads personally, but I do think with the backing of ThugDAO, hopefully ThugDAO is acting in good faith and helps grow the ecosystem. And all we've got is a landing page here. We just have egg, when up in the top left-hand corner. But I do think Solana does need some help in terms of their NFT launches. Sometimes, well, actually, we've had a lot of anonymous launches, and Solana in October timeframe is having just a plethora of NFT launches from anonymous people, a lot of very, very average projects, and it seems like it's what Ethereum did in around July, August, when we just saw a plethora of NFT PFP projects coming from Ethereum, similar to Solana. That's why I hope this Solana launchpad can help bring some structure there. So I'm going to follow Hatch Labs and keep track of what they're doing. Next up is the Eden DAO. This one's also related to capturing carbon credits and tokenizing them. So I think we've got accelerating frontier carbon capture. They say they're complementary to KlimaDAO. KlimaDAO is backed by is a black hole for floor carbon offsets of already captured carbon. It lights a fire under large corporations to take a bolder stance against climate change by increasing the cost of becoming net zero. Now, the Eden DAO purchases high quality offsets that will be captured in the future. It leads by example to show the world and corporations what kind of action we need. And for those that don't know, there is what this little piece is alluding to is the quality differences in carbon credits. I didn't know this till recently, but all carbon credits are not created equal. There are different values and different kind of grades of carbon credits. So it looks like KlimaDAO is doing floor carbon offsets, or the cheapest carbon credit offsets, where Eden DAO will be purchasing the good stuff. They'll be purchasing the high value carbon credits, which I am not an expert to tell you what those differences are. But I am at liberty to tell you that I like the Eden DAO. And like I said, I'm a pretty big fan of regenerative finance. It might not be a short-term play, but it could be a 5 to 10 year play that just makes a whole lot of sense as governments and corporations are continually, like the Eden DAO mentioned, being pressured into participating in renewable energy and, quote unquote, saving the planet. Next up is PubDAO, a little bit lighter subject. A new step for crypto media. So I think we have a decentralized news service here, and CryptoWire is what they call it, CryptoWire service. They announced themselves on Mirror.xyz, the publication and crowdfunding protocol, on October 29th, so just recently. And they're working with some big names like Decrypt, Defiant, Friends with Benefits, API 3, who's still going strong. So they're going to be a decentralized Associated Press for us, which, awesome. I love it. Let's get more crypto native media. So we can go check out their website real quick. And actually their website takes you to mirror.xyz and their introduction. Someone else that's doing some crypto news is DAO Masters. Their mission is to onboard the next 1 million DAO contributors and operators. Join the Discord, and they also have a token, the DAO Master token. I'm unsure what that really does, but I do know what their website does. Their website's really cool. They've pretty much got tools to launch, manage, and grow your DAO. Here, we can come down here and pretty much check out all of the major organizations that are building DAO tools. And you and I, we know most of these. Actually, we know all of them. They also have a little learn section up here, which is kind of cool because they've got names of people for relevant content and resources from the crypto community that's curated by the DAO Masters team. So I could come in and say, you know what, I'm knowledgeable about DAOs and I want to learn about tokenomics. And boom. I have 3 articles from 3 different people, public people, who are writing on tokenomics and DAOs. So cool website, really, really clean website there for both pages from DAO Masters. Unsure how their DAO Masters token plays into the whole ecosystem. Here's Hivecraft. Won't get into this one too much, just going to outline it. We've got one Hive community decentralized, we've got a decentralized dedicated server on Minecraft for the Honey token. Here it is, HNY. So it's a server that runs along the Honey token. Play, build, explore, and earn value in Hivecraft. Pretty cool. Here's Golom. Golom's an NFT marketplace. It's got a pretty clean little user interface. Here it is. We could connect our wallet, which would also connect our portfolio as well. Looks like actually my wallet's connected. We could see more collections. We've got some very basic info here, like 1-day volume change, floor price. What I actually really liked is this deploy date here on the right-hand side. This is clutch. So here I know that Wall Street Bulls deployed 5 days ago. Desperate Ape Wise, which kind of pumped over the weekend a little bit, upwards deployed 6 days ago, and we had a bit of a lull, at least compared to Golom. Nothing between then and 12 days ago. So really, really like that feature. Moving on to LayerSwap. LayerSwap seems too good to be true. This one is transfer crypto from central exchanges to layer 2s faster and cheaper. Their first one's going to be Arbitrum. Their second one, I believe, is going to be Optimism. So we would go from our central exchange, Coinbase, Binance, Huobi, straight to Arbitrum. And this would just be so cool. I think essentially they build you a little on-chain piece of debt that you send them money from your central exchange, then they give you tokens, and then they kind of bridge it. So here it is. It looks kind of comical because instead of seeing just another token or a blockchain that would go to Arbitrum, this just has Coinbase and Binance listed. So we literally just put Binance and say, yeah, I'll send over 0.25 ETH from Binance to this address, and then LayerSwap would facilitate it for you. So just this little interface, it looks really, really good. So I'm fingers crossed this works, because how hard it is to move assets from banks, from central exchanges, all the way into the deep, deep dark holes and rabbit holes of crypto like Arbitrum. It's difficult. So I'm really hoping we should be able to fire away from central exchanges to all the different blockchains very easily. We shouldn't have to go through a blockchain to get to another one. So very, very cool from LayerSwap. Here's Changeblock. Changeblock is another organization combining DeFi and carbon emission assets to create a platform which makes climate markets accessible. So Changeblock wants to be the marketplace for carbon emission assets. So let's check out their website real quick. And they're going to create a green revolution for decentralized finance, fighting climate change, building a carbon market. They've got their own token here called the Changeblock token, CBLK. Asset-backed token minted to represent 1 very real ton of carbon dioxide offsets. So it looks like the Changeblock token will be backed by carbon assets as well. Ooh, kind of bullish. I don't know. Maybe I'm outthinking the room. I should just invest in dog coins. Dog coin it. But there's Changeblock. I'm a big fan. Trying to create a decentralized emissions tradings marketplace. Moving on to ZooGangNFT, might be our last one of the day. Here's a ZooGang. They're also fractionalizing rare NFTs, I believe. We have a stealth launch November 1st today. The hunted becomes the hunted. Let's go over to ZooGang. Here we are, hunting down the best alpha pieces for their zoo. We have been created by the community, for the community. They have Bored Apes, Kongs, Punks, Fidenzas, and Cool Cats in their sights, and they want to seek additional alpha emerging via high growth opportunities. They have their own token called the Keeper token, and it looks like each Zookeeper NFT is going to be earning 10 Keeper tokens per day from staking. So buy your NFT, stake it, earn 10 Keeper tokens per day. Utility for those Keeper token, I bet's unknown, but they got to build that in the future. Looks like they'll be chasing alpha, and will invite the best minds in the NFT space into the Discord. So roadmap, launch them, community fund, DAO and staking, alpha community, PR, public relations, and then they want a world build game and partnership TBA. So, and we've got an anonymous team, but pretty cool looking NFTs. I like the Zoo NFTs. There we go. Oh, maybe I thought I did fill that out. And that's it for today. We did. We finished right at 35 minutes. Awesome. So just to remind everyone, well, thank you for getting this far. I really appreciate it. Just to remind you, we do these calls 5 days a week for our pro members on Collective Shift, and we outline all the projects that are found daily. So when we go through, like 10, 15, 20-minute videos. So join us over at Collective Shift, and thank you again for getting it this far. Really appreciate it. We'll see you back next time. Bye for now.